A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Louisiana, here's Elijah Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Cool, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 11 now. Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022.
Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On 2nd and a long way to go. Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're always on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Purdy will look to throw again here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Youngway Koo for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get it.
The ball comes out. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigating the open field, got good check yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit. You just try and get an extra yard or two.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
We're able to disturb Icarus in mythology. That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Got a man, it's London. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you...
And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Rolling to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The final shot before break. Purdy. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And hauled in by Croft. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Algier. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing here, Purdy. And now here is another interception. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety did it.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Red, you tell him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Koo for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Purdy. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside and give his receivers a little extra time. But the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
49ers 3.
they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 45 on second down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Down inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 45 yards. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to chomp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Ready. Go pink. Real green.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Purdy will look to throw again here. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. And he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. 2nd
down and goal. Purdy to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now goal for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. See, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score. And a lot of times that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? With the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Got to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to
force that incompletion.
Purdy. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Yet another mistake after the interception. There, I guess you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got his man London right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held.